what could it be? Here, let me try this. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I don't need to tech support it with you guys. It's the government. It's always the government. Jess Cost says, less drama the better, no doubt. No doubt about it. Samantha says, you know you got loyal fans when you got dead air for like 30 seconds and we're all still here. Sorry about that, Samantha. Yeah, I know. Sorry about that. This is what happens when it's live, you know. Sometimes you just don't know and it's just me poking around. I'm like, can I fix this right now with everybody? And then like a minute goes by. I'm like, oh, they're still here. Probably waiting for me to say something. Can you put something on?
It's the government.
Pick up a separate internet service provider today, and we're going to come back and we're going to plug all the things in, all the tubes, connect all the tubes, and then hopefully we get it situated by the time the show happens so that it's nice and buttery smooth. You know, nice and buttery smooth. Hey,
Morning, Gregory.
I wanted to say shout out to Spud's, been a member for 4 months. Broken Clock Lindsay from Spuds in the house over on YouTube. Yes, indeed. And hey, we had another one from William Taylor on William Trainer on YouTube said, could you explain why E. Jean Carroll's friend who she told the story to was able to testify? Wouldn't that be hearsay? Great question. Yeah, this one came in from William Trainer. And thank you for that, William Trainer in the house. I appreciate you. It is not hearsay because she heard it and she testified to it in court, and the other person who also spoke about it is in court. So think about hearsay stuff. So you could question E. Jean Carroll about what she told Lisa Birnbach, and you can question Lisa Birnbach about what Lisa Birnbach heard. And so both of those statements can be cross-examined, and both of the witnesses are there. If one of those witnesses were not there, like if this was an out-of-court statement that was made but was not subject to cross-examination, and you couldn't... Hearsay is very complicated, okay? So there's hearsay. There's things that are exceptions to hearsay, right? That we just say that are not hearsay. I'm sorry, that are technically within the category of hearsay, but we say that they're exceptions to hearsay. And then there's also a category of things that kind of feel like hearsay.
A lot of people are doing it like craft beers and stuff now, making so moonshine at the house.
It's about
one of my viewers, I'm not going to name him, so I'll let him say it, but
the evidence. And the people who were there.
He actually told me about a kit you can get for your first batch.
The thing that they're talking about. And here you could, like Lisa Birnbach is testifying about what she heard on the phone call. Kay Bean is here. Kay Bean says yes, they talked. It was about the phone call, right? And she's not testifying about the events. She wasn't there talking about the attack in there. She's testifying about what she heard. And since she's there, you can cross-examine that. But I'm trying to think, like, if Lisa said that E. Jean also told my other friend, right? Like if Lisa's sitting there and she said, yeah. So she called me first, and then she called my other friend, and my other friend told me that E. Jean said the same thing to her. That would be hearsay, because that woman or that other friend was not in court and would not be subject to cross-examination. So you couldn't challenge that. It's kind of a good way to disambiguate a lot of complex rules. Can you actually cross-examine that person? Are they here so that we can confront them? But it's a great question. Yeah. It's a really good question. And it's complicated, William. Like, it's really complicated. You spend a whole ton of time studying these rules. All right, so Brnovich. Yeah, gosh. You know, I was thinking of that because of Brnovich here in Arizona. All right, everybody. So I got to run. I hope you have yourselves a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. We'll be back here at the normal hour to get into it. We'll see if there's any rulings.
All right, we'll see if there's anything left in Crowder.
We'll see what's going on with Trump. I hope you have yourselves A beautiful, beautiful.
You done already? Mud Club? Ass behind me. We gotta get this tire fucking looked at. I just don't have time on a daily basis to do that shit. I am doing fucking 55 and a 55. There's a cop still along here, and this guy is on my rear bumper. See him? Look how close he is. Need air this morning. Getting a little bit low last night, but I mean, it's not like it's running on the sidewall or anything right now either. When it gets low, it only gets down to like the lowest I've seen it was 24 pounds. That's enough to hold the tire up still, but we're gonna pull in here. We'll grab a coffee or a beverage, and we will get the day going. I'll be right back. I will leave you guys on. Let me leave something playing here because this scanner's dead quiet. I'll be right back.
Turn around and they say, I'm not being promoted. Andrew Tate comment just as controversial. Saying what needs to be said in the same way as before. Tucker Carlson puts a video out after being fired and silenced, talking about silencing. They're not messing around. You cannot shut these guys up. That is the golden ticket. So they will continue to be influential. And do I think the system is targeting both of them? 100%. Do I think the system's going to win? Nope. No way.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.
It's happened for decades now. That was a sniff. It was I mean, you can see it on camera. It's just a little bit weird, right? Am I the only one? Just a little bit weird? Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Education and welcome to Clown World. We're here on the Clown World series. We highlight the absurd, the craziest things in our politics, in our culture, mainstream media, you name it, all right? And I do this, and I say this tongue-in-cheek. It's not absurd, guys. I've accepted Clown World, and you should too. Because if you don't accept Clown World, if you don't stop saying, hey, why is that guy sniffing a kid? You're bad, you're canceled, you're a nut job. And if you cringe today, your punishment awaits you at the end of this show, okay? So if you accept the terms of today's game, you cringe, you lose, head down and like this video. And if you are new here, please make sure you are subscribed and have the bell clicked for notifications when new videos are uploaded. Now on to today's game. If you cringe, you lose, go. My boyfriend's cancer battle was ruining my mental health, so I left him. Now I'm running a marathon in his honor. Self-love, man, self-love. That's the culture we have today, the message. Love yourself over everyone else, even if they're dying of cancer and they need you in their last moments of their life. Think of yourself. Self-love. Give yourself a hug right now. That's our culture. That's the message today. Self-love, man. This is really sad. I lose first one. This is horrific. Terrible. Shame on this lady. Seriously, shame on this lady. Oh, but I'm feeling a little blue. I'm gonna, go ahead, die by yourself. So sad. Baseball home runs are increasing thanks to climate change, study says. I didn't even see Greta's face as the pitcher. That's amazing, whoever made this. You should look at the difference in the balls. I think it started in like 2015. There's a very scientific difference in them. That's why there's an increase in home runs, not because of this idiotic narrative here. Kitchen knives will be able to be seized from homes under crackdown on dangerous weapons. Oh man, the UK, love it. Knives, get the knives now. This is what
All right, nobody's here. Fuck.
Other knives. The case against pet ownership. All right, guys. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and say something controversial. There's something to this. You should be able to own a pet, absolutely. But if you can barely afford to feed your family, you shouldn't have a pet. That's just my theory. Maybe I'm wrong. But
I think you're wrong.
of course, you should be able to own a pet. This is dumb. Google CEO says he doesn't fully understand how new AI program Bard works after it taught itself a foreign language it was not trained to and cited fake books to solve an economics problem. That's a little concerning, just a little bit. The CEO of Google doesn't know what the hell is going on with AI. What else can it teach itself? What else is it going to do? Is it going to corroborate with the other AIs? I don't know. Target security guard punches customer in the face after he demanded reparations. Wait, did the customer or the Target security guard? You can take your reparations and, kiss my ass. Senator Dianne Feinstein, a lifelong senator from California, just sold her Aspen vacation home for $25 million. This comes just 2 years after selling her Lake Tahoe vacation home for $36 million. She's been a politician for over 32 years, making $130,000 in annual salary. Yeah, look at that. So, what do we got there? Over 50 million total in vacation home sales. Wow, on a 130,000 roughly annual over the last 32 years. Amazing. Congrats, Dianne Feinstein. Round of applause for you. You have successfully cheated and gamed the American people. Don't cringe, accept it. Let the politicians, let the senators make money. Let them do it. The OnlyFans creators getting tax-deductible breast implants. You know what? They're paying fewer taxes. I support that. I really don't care. That's... Go ahead.
You don't lock the kids in the stove from stealing. Look at them.
Look at that.
Oh my
What are they,
God.
12?
Oh my God.
13 maybe?
Ooh,
Sad.
they're badass kids.
got away with it. See ya. And they're gonna do it again. And yeah, what a great place we live in, right?
We have to do better.
We have, of course, but it's getting a lot worse. Lots worse.
Badass kids.
I feel bad for that the manager there. He was doing the right thing. He should have kept those kids locked in there until the cops got there. But I'm sure he's on the phone with someone saying, "Yeah, we can't really do anything about it." And then I said, "Let me go."
Yes, 372 here and 330 something in Monroe, so we're not getting gas here, that's for sure.
They're the new Justin Bieber. Biden's punk rock as hell, man. You see him pull up in the Camaro, wearing jeans and shades? Hell yes. Hashtag epic.
Dude, I'm a Jack Black fan too. Like, but this is literally. You really think this? Like, you're not doing this tongue in cheek. You're not just, out there campaigning. You really think that? Really? Yeah. Also, a little bit of respect for you there. Sad. If that's real, I don't know if that's real. I hope it's not. Video. Rice is to blame for around 10% of global emissions of methane gas. In over 2 decades, traps about 80 times as much heat as carbon dioxide. Scientists say that if the world wants to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, rice cannot be ignored. Stop eating rice, man. Rice is bad. Ooh. I've had it up to here, man. I've had it up to here. And my stress levels are just off the charts, man. I'm gonna stop eating rice. Tomorrow, 420, we are removing legacy verified checkmarks. To remain verified on Twitter, individuals can now sign up for Twitter Blue here. Elon thinks this is a funny joke. As a former verified account who lost their blue checkmark, I know how dangerous this really is.
Morning, Anna.
Going to die. All right. I think that's satire.
I don't know.
I'm just
There's
gonna
not
go
many
ahead and
here.
say that. That being said, there were
Got a late start today.
who lost blue check marks, who were losing their minds, who were crying, thunder thumbing on Twitter, angry people. So if this was real, it wouldn't surprise me. That's my point. Ham and cheese sandwich, $29 each. Where in the hell is this? Please tell me that's Canadian. Even if it is Canadian, that's still very expensive. Good prices, they're still super high, they're still going up, sadly. The high price of eggs and other breakfast staples is forcing some to look for cheaper breakfast alternatives. How about ramen? That's a real article. Eat ramen noodles. Possibly one of the worst foods you can have, like, if you're doing it all the time. Sometimes you have to. I've been there.
Getting paid to watch. Cool.
Sodium levels.
We were watching The Watcher earlier.
Eat the breakfast noodles, guys. Our economy is moving in the right direction. President Biden sledge.
Wow, this fucking thing is losing air fast.
The crazy part is, this is probably going to be the nominee, and he might win again. I don't know. That's where I'm at with things. Yeah, I don't have much faith in myself. And speaking of Biden's great economy, look at this. 2 of the largest bank failures already. And this is so far. And I'm not trying to be too negative here, but I might have some turbulence.
Nice.
I don't think this time.
Yeah, I saw it. It's ridiculous.
Harry told to F off and shut up by celebrity name. Yeah, this is how it's done, folks. This is what we do. All these people.
It's funny, that same hospital chain,
Enough is enough.
that hospital got bought out here in Maumee, Ohio.
One solution could be to replace meat with insects. Children.
St. Luke's, it's the same chain.
How about no?
Same symbols and everything.
New research suggests physical exercise has little mental benefits.
I mean,
This is the dumbest one I've seen so far.
definitely don't think that's a bad thing to see.
Obviously. Opinion.
As long as he knows not to talk to anybody
So what? It's hard to believe prosecutors
about his family life without you present.
doesn't mean. So Politico's saying there is a witch
Good.
hunt, but it doesn't matter here.
Wish you could do the same for my youngest son.
Great president to sit.
My older is getting it. He's
$12,000 fine for
more and more based every day.
Facebook. Wow. There you go. This happened in France, apparently. I know, like, a lot of places in Europe, they're
What's hilarious is that his girlfriend is the one that's grounded him.
Sad to see coming to an America near you, probably.
He's turning 30 next month.
We got more. Look at this.
He's finally understanding
Where's this movie or something?
it's all bullshit.
No dicks. This is yeah. Follow it. These videos are everywhere. You can go on Twitter, find them all over the place. This happens every day, and nothing happens to those people stealing. That is literally his job. New York City garage security worker is charged with attempted murder after shooting Faith, who shot him twice. And now Manhattan DA Alvin Braff faces pressure to drop charges. Wait a minute. So he got shot twice and then shot back, and now he's in trouble? Wait.
Clown world.
What? Well, I'm trying to make sense of this here.
I am indoctrinated.
Okay then. All right. Well, John's give you a
This guy I'm watching is the guy that was on Disenthrall yesterday. One of the guys, anyway. I forget his name.
You know what?
The guy was on the right-hand side.
A while ago, you know, a lady claims her dog's a vegetarian. Dogs aren't
Stage left.
this crap unless it's the only thing.
Ooh, Russell Brandt's going live.
Maybe you gotta clean it up, you know, sprinkle some good stuff here. There's little things. Budweiser releases new pro-American ad with
Chopper. I didn't see Chopper.
Did you guys see that?
Did you say something in chat? Oh yeah, he did. Sorry, bud.
They backtracked. They tried to make this pro-American ad.
Yeah, he popped in right before Anna, so I didn't see him.
Budweiser, sorry. Nearly a third of all shoplifting arrests in New York City last year involved just 327 people, the police said. Collectively, they were arrested and rearrested.
I'm behind this idiot.
6,000.
Doing 10 under the speed limit. I'm turning here, so he's probably going to be one of those overly cautious.
Scrapped after a government backed. Written by a Lannister. All you Game of Thrones fans out there, that's the only thing that would make sense to me here. Lizzo declares, I'm the beauty. You just can't do that. It's just, you know, they either are or they're not. So you, unfortunately, don't get to set the beauty standards. You don't.
Alright, here we go.
What they're doing is they've got like every single one of those countries, whether it's Canada or New Zealand or Inglaterra or America or Australia, they've got eerily similar laws.
Same shirt he always wears.
There's been some centrally agreed upon set of edicts that are now being mandated, and I don't remember voting for it. They tend to have their congressional or parliamentary debates late at night, so you can't participate, right? But we bring the debate right to you, and here it is. Also, one of my friends is coming on the show. Daniel Chandler has written a fantastic book. Here it is, Free and Equal, What Would a Fair Society Look Like? This is a brilliant attempt to revivify some liberal principles, but in a way that's right, in a way that works and that isn't co-opted by corporate and financial forces, using the philosophy of John Rawls. We'll be learning more about that and how we can get bloody money out of politics. We're only going to be on YouTube for a minute because, you know, we've got to get Dr. John Campbell, who's joining us on the line. We got a platform here. Someone got a platform here, haven't we? Have someone got it?
Well, he's bored, isn't he? What's he going to be doing?
That guy is sat at home, twiddling his thumbs, filming himself.
Sorry, Chopper. I have to admit, even I'm slightly attracted to Russell.
John, because I like Mrs. John Campbell. Right. John, you're on your own. Just sort of like talking to him. You see,
maybe it's his money.
I actually don't have to do the washing up. See, look, I've done my fair.
I mean, every time my Google voice, all my voices, my series are all British females, but.
Surviving on crushed up tablets, you see, like that. I crush them up and get all my nutrients from the crushed up tablets. But before, if there were any icebergs out there, that were disgusting fallacies, because I know
maybe it is the dirty, greasy hair.
Sticky Burke. This is it's a slowly melting iceberg, and I'm glad it's melted. It's very intimidating. Look at that, Dicky Burke. Saucy devils. As well as a melting ice cap that's giving some people cause for.
I'm not going to argue with you there, Chopper.
Facebook reaching out for settlement. What is this for? Meta has set out to settle Cambridge Analytica scandal case for $725 million. That's too close thanks to the Fox settlement for the claims about the Dominion voting machines to not receive, I think, more coverage and to be more widely understood.
Yeah, so this happened in December, but now what it is that Facebook $1 million money. But obviously, like we know,
you can get a bit of that if they've been using. What did they do? Usually
they harvested your data of like its users. Like
when will there be a harvest for the world?
There's already been one. They've been harvesting your data.
Yeah, they probably still are. Certainly a lot of them are. But yeah, so Facebook users can now apply for money, but obviously we don't know how easy it will be to apply for that money. There's probably loads of different ways that it's like you can't have access to it and you're not entitled to
Do you know what
it.
it'll be like? Insurance. Like when they're selling you insurance. Insurance, you gotta have insurance.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, anything. Any problems? You can tell your insurance, hey, I need that insurance. They never in it. Oh no, sorry, it don't cover that. Oh, no, I've not even told you what it is yet. I'll tell you, it don't cover it. Whatever
Is he live?
You're trying to use insurance for it don't cover it. Should we say allegedly just in case insurance? There's sort of people that are
I'll watch Russell when I get to the desktop. Is Callahan live?
Ireland could pass laws making it illegal.
I haven't even done anything really on the
mainstream
internet.
news. What they're saying is they're making it illegal to have material that incites hatred based on gender. No one should be hating.
So Google replied with the exact same thing they replied with the last time. They didn't answer a single one of my questions. I don't understand it. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do now. I just literally copied my last statement and sent it back to them. I don't know.
About this stuff that I do. You do a lot of heavy lifting, darling. I'm up the front. I'm up the front with the eyebrows. Because they'll use this to sit.
Yeah, Callahan. Trucking with Callahan. That's Midwest truck driving channel. He does this, but on a truck with a bigger audience.
Is that the way that we want to go? As in, somebody's done something wrong before they even do it. As in, if there's material on your computer, are you guilty by the
Yeah, I don't know.
there's just material on your computer or not?
I want to see about how I can go around this back and forth email system today if I get time.
Who gets to decide and do the parameters for this? Whatever the situation is at the time.
It's a fascinating point from a handsome man.
I just got notified that Russell's streaming on Rumble. We've been watching it on Rumble for the last 10 minutes.
They can stay on YouTube and Twitter, and on the Twitter, I've got to say on the Twitter, well, I've got to explain, I think Campbell.
My history as far as that goes is not as good as it should be, I think.
So look at how all of this. This is one of the revelations of Edward.
Let me see. Trucking with Callahan, where you at? I don't see it. Johnny 5-0's got a new upload too. The Odd Side, we got some good shit to go over. Another short by Last Responder. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's old. Oh, did he just end it not too long ago? It's heading to Utah. Tueli, Utah.
Unindoctrinated.
You just end it? He's just laughing at what you said. I don't have the chat up though. Oops.
They see you on the flip side because at night the flag earth flips to the other side and then daylight it flips back. Wow,
All right,
they think that your ideas are cray-cray.
We'll go back
I still got
to
None but love for you guys.
I'll tell you. All right, back to Russell. What the fuck? Where's the live? This isn't live.
Tucker Carlson has broken his silence, and the Pentagon and the
Pentagon. Damn it. Okay, but when you go to Russell's Rumble page, it doesn't show live. What the fuck? Just ran streaming. Alright, we're back.
Bad idea, because I guess we're worried this is kind of pilot scheme. When we're saying about
What's a pilot scheme? Yeah.
this thing that's happening in Ireland and what's just been passed in Canada, that, as you say, that just to the Patriot Act. The stated goal of the Patriot Act was not what the Patriot Act was used for. I see.
Yeah, when he gets excited.
That's brilliant, because that makes it simple.
Man, he was
Does that make it clear to you?
doing some California road raging yesterday, though, man. He was
Oh no, God, that's awful. That's awful. Right.
he was hot on those motherfuckers.
Oh, by the way, we're spying on everyone now, and we decide they shouldn't be received bias, prejudice, bigotry, or hatred. Of course not. Everyone agrees with that. Good. Well, also we're going to be spying media, people with specific interests, from Mr. Beast to PewDiePie to people doing makeup tutorials. Like suddenly we were competing in an open market space, and what do they talk about all the time? Free market, the power of the market. Not no more, baby. It will be censored in accordance with the will of the government, and they will obviously not say, well, we like power. It's power for power's sake. They're gonna say, we're helping you, we're protecting you, we're keeping you safe. But it's literally Kafkaesque, because the laws are opaque and difficult to understand. Given a strike for speaking to British MP Andrew Bridger. So there you go, he's announced his strike, he's off for a week, he's bothering his wife.
TV to me means disabled American veteran. Pad sounds delicious for today.
See you on Rumble. Click the link in the description. Are you there, Dr. John? Are you there?
I am here, Russell. Nice to talk to you again.
We missed.
Well, thank you. Yeah, you're both looking well, also. Worcestershire on Saturday, the 29th of April.
All right, we're back.
Dr. John, Andrew Bridger, he was in the news because he stood up in Parliament and started talking about.
Sorry, I didn't know you were a veteran too on inDOCtriNATION.
Way that people had lent into that particular policy in ways.
I knew Anna was. I didn't know you were.
Tight as was initially suggested, that lockdown policies were unreliable, and he's made some headway. But I think
I actually did mine
out of the Conservative Party, which is
on the VA website, and they will send you to a private contractor to get evaluated. In 100 feet.
Senior scientists around to change, which our American viewers simply don't understand. At best, it's impolite. So rather than giving counter-argument, it just seems to have been cold-shouldered, ignored, sent to Coventry, whatever you want to call it. Where is the debate? Where is the counter-argument? Where is people saying, well, you've given that evidence, but let's look at this evidence, or you've cited that guideline, let's look at that guideline. Why is there no debate going on? Why is a sitting member of parliament been effectively silenced by his colleagues? I find that really quite concerning, Russell.
I feel like one of the reasons that the parliamentary distancing was required is because he rhetorically referred to the Holocaust, which is broadly understood to be in
Yeah, I've got
taste.
nerve damage and pulled.
Generally speaking, that's how people use it. That the Holocaust is a great
Pulled parts up in my neck and upper back.
Disgusting act of genocide and racism, and a reminder of the dangers of fascism and tyranny.
This claim is mainly for the ankle. We'll go from there afterwards.
It was an empty chamber. That's the reaction of the party booting him out. But as Dr. John says, even when he was speaking about vaccines from a scientific point of view, it was to know.
It's a weird political system that we have. They're either in there shouting like children, waving pieces of paper around.
It can be bad on the back, you're right.
Their own, or in one case,
but it may realign whatever issues he's got going on too.
We could possibly come up with. What troubles me, Dr. John, in the case of your YouTube strike, is I know how meticulous you are. I know that you are rigorous in the way that you research your content. I know that throughout the pandemic, the reason you attracted such a large audience on your YouTube channel is because you are trustworthy and authentic and honest. And as a medic, you recognise the importance of all medicines, including and it informs me what's happening here. Particularly, did you check what we had there, Dr. John, about the spate of legislature being passed even through the EU, over in Ireland, Canada, the Five Eyes countries? What do you make of that, John?
There does seem to be a worldwide movement at the moment, Russell, and of course we've got this new World Health Organization treaty. Which
I was actually surprised, and I mean, the person I met with was really cool. I mean, they're asking questions that I didn't even think of bringing up to help me with this. So maybe I just got lucky, but I don't even know where the closest DAV is. I mean, I know you got to have a service organization generally represent you whenever you're dealing with them. I don't like my local VFW, but the American Legion is pretty good. In fact, they're very active where I'm at. Cheap beer too.
In my mind is, why is this affecting people in different parts of the world all at the same time? Is there some underlying cause? Is there some underlying motivation? Is there some coordination to this? Because otherwise it just seems like one heck of a coincidence to me.
Conspiracy theory.
Grounding yourself, or even barefoot. You don't even have to lay on your back really, but I heard that's really good. They say it has something to do with not only your static buildup on your body. You can ground yourself good. Saying that's why a lot of the native countries people are so much more healthy, because they're grounded a lot.
Because of their shared commercial interests and the evident necessity to crush counter-narratives as you seek to increase centralised authoritarianism.
Coming with the facts.
That the opposite is what's required. Open debate in media, new political...
Buddy, where you going, homie?
You sent us around RFKs. Do you have any optimism, John, that this time of universal censorship, capitalist judiciary,
fast lane, we're doing 69 in a 70. The fast
will
lane
lead to oppositional, independent political movements as well as independent media voices, of which you are now notably and plainly one?
The independent media voices, yes.
What did you do in the army unindoctrinated? If you don't mind me asking.
In that respect, Russell. I did talk to Andrew Bridgen about this, and it's interesting because we've got these people making decisions externally to us. And I said, have you not got any doctors in North West Leicestershire that we can ask about things, because they're much more likely to know what the requirement
3 miles ahead
locally rather than someone externally. This principle of subsidiarity for making decisions more locally. Whether there's going to be any coordinated
Loomis truck figures
is really quite hard to see.
In the fast lane.
It's happening insidiously. it's happening slowly, so people aren't realising the dramatic shift that
Yeah, get the fuck over. Thank
it's
you.
so concerning, because you were talking about hate before, Russell, and we know that in
gonna give him
totalitarian regimes, which are
the bam
on the far right and the far left, we don't need to give
How am I not surprised by what they do
hate
look
has been
like?
defined by what the next door neighbour doesn't like about you. They use this as a way of reporting you. They use this as a way of getting at you. So it's easy to point out flaws in my media, in your media, in anyone's media. They're not offensive, but if people, if someone is interpreting that as being offensive, and at the moment the key word is hate,
Sweet.
that we're hating if we preach these guidelines. In the past, it's been loyal to the party. We have no.
So you definitely know what a 9 line is, then, right? I see people wearing those shirts all the time, and I just chuckle because I know 90% of them don't even know what 9 line means.
Institution or individual that decides what information should be censored or what constitutes
Probably higher percentage than that.
And we know that we can trust you to use that judiciously and not as a way to leverage your own financial and interest in your own dominion. John, I can see you've got another thought for me because I can tell from your face.
Yeah. The other problem in the very perceptive, Russell. The other problem in the United Kingdom is that it's very hard to have independent voices of opposition because of the political party system that we have in this country. So basically, it's impossible, it's virtually impossible to become a member of Parliament in the United Kingdom unless you're in a particular party. So the Conservative Party have got maybe half a dozen MPs that have spoke out against the COVID narrative, and they've been largely silenced by the party. Labour, Scottish Nationalists, Lib Dems, hard to think of any MPs there that have really spoken out against it, because there's this party narrative. Now, if I wanted to stand for Parliament, which I don't particularly, or you wanted to stand for Parliament, and we stood as an independent, then in a particular constituency, with our first past the post system, you would be going up against the party system. And this has a lot of power, it's got a lot of history and a lot of strength. So our democracy is only mediated through the political party system, and it's virtually impossible for independent voices to be heard, at least in England. The House of Lords is an exception to that to some degree, but even there, the party system holds an awful lot of sway. So
another idiot trying to
I am
merge.
somewhat pessimistic about independent voices pointing out this international trend to collectivisation, to data control.
Our in-studio guest in a moment, Daniel Chandler, has written a book, Free and Equal, who will be talking a lot about how the systems and institutions of democracy are prohibitive. He talks a lot about the first past the post system rather than proportional representation that we have in this country, and you scarcely need to look at the systemic abuses within American politics to understand that it's always a result of expenditure, donations, lobbying. When I say it's always a result of the sort of movements of power and what gets legislated and what gets maligned and what gets ignored. There are so many ways of shutting down debate. Just anecdotally, Dr. John, we very much enjoyed the bit of footage where Anthony Fauci spoke to an African American family and tried to tell them, like, these are the reasons why you should be taking these medications, these are the advantages of it. They were so well informed, they really understood the issues well, they really understood the challenges, they really understood the anomalies that were likely in place and subsequently revealed to be problems, like the lack of clinical trials around transmission. A lot of people intuited that, and of course it's conversationally and statistically understood that certainly these, i.e. the economically poor, the people of colour, were vaccine hesitant, as the term was then. And we learned the other day from our guest, who was it Schellenberger told us this, or was it that told us that they spent a lot of money infiltrating civil rights movements in order to persuade people to take medication. Pfizer directly, I think it was Li Fang, the journalist Li Fang told us that Pfizer invested in promoting their product in all sorts of peculiar.
Well, it's the construction zone. We're actually going faster than the speed limit in here, so I'm not complaining.
This path with you, you're going to have to be careful about.
But earlier, those guys were idiots.
Against in future, Dr. John, because when we had Jimmy Dore on, it was Jimmy Dore got us in trouble, wasn't it? What did Jimmy Dore say? I mean, we're on Rumble now, so we can repeat it. It was against something about the vaccines. Is it bloody vaccines or ivermectin or something? Yeah. And it's always sort of, it's usually things that are kind of reasonable or marginal at worst. When you think of the kind of egregious propaganda that's been
They changed what my MOS is since I got out. I mean, they changed the.
Obvious attempt to.
And when I was in, it was a 91 Bravo. That was a combat medic. And the designator for flight medics, but now it's like 68 whiskey or something like that. I think that's what it is.
For fun and for free right now. I think we have to move forward because we've got a beautiful, we've got a beautiful investigation and presentation on RFK and his recent success in the American poll. Got any thoughts on RFK and these kind of independent political voices, Dr. John?
Well, independent political voices are always good. I don't have to claim to have any great knowledge about Robert Kennedy's political
claims.
Position.
Claims.
I'm open to it. I certainly don't like the converse, which is the paternalism of that. To sit down there and we'll tell you what to do and we know best, and your job is to obey and say thank you. Anything that is a counterbalance to that.
Whoa! What the fuck just happened? Rumble just crashed. Huh. The app just crashed. Everything else is working. That's weird. Weird. Now the live's gone. I can't find the live. Huh. Rumble has been kind of wonky lately. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I got out in 95, so about 7 years before 9/11. I was in for the first Gulf War, or whatever you want to call it. Weird that they just shut off. I can't even find the stream. Well, I'll just turn on the Monroe scanner for now, I guess. I don't want to listen to Ron Paul. Anymore, he just sounds like a grumpy old man. I'm sure I like what he has to say about a lot of things, but yep. Yeah, that's why I was getting a little pissed at that Matt R last night, because he was telling Johnny Bravo that PTSD does not exist. I mean, I can't say that I suffer from a lot of it, but you know, I did see a lot of dead bodies, I will tell you that. A lot of crispy dead bodies. Some would even say that we helped somebody not suffer anymore, a few of them.
602 Clear Central.
I don't feel bad about that at all. I feel like I did something good by helping someone go out without pain, even if they were enemy, quote unquote enemy patients. Definitely be getting Yeah, he was just doing his normal Matt R troll though. So I wasn't. Johnny was getting upset with him, but I was just like, dude, I like your troll, but you are ignorant. You are completely ignorant. If you've lived such a sheltered life your whole time that you honestly don't believe that. I mean, do a lot of people bullshit it? Yeah, I will agree there, but all I would have to do is talk to you for about 15 minutes, face to face, look at your face while I'm talking to you, and I'll know whether or not you're being honest about it.
Came out of the house
and that was what? Shit. Almost 30 years ago. Fuck, I'm old. I'm fucking old. A 20-year-old should not have to go through all that. Oh, of course they don't. Only people I respect at the VA most of the time are people that are working there that are themselves prior service. Straight up civilians that work at the VA, majority of them, it's a paycheck, that's it. I mean, I get it, that's what people work for, is a paycheck, but you're there to provide a service and not to treat people like shit. I've been blessed with most of my care providers, though.
Well, I think the chief's going to stand by for a little bit. Brush 3, brush 6.
Where am I? I'm in Monroe.
Be returning to quarters.
Monroe, Michigan.
Brush 3, brush 6, you're returning 1237. Central 5857 status.
Monroe. We're almost done with this drive. Depending on how many people are here, I'll try and get it set up by 1 o'clock. The desktop.
.401 to all the units that were out here helping me. Thank you very much.
Oh man, those are the best stories.
Central 5866 showing up.
I mean, there's not many World War II vets left. I mean, think about the years, you know?
Central.
I remember when I was a kid, you know, much younger anyway, chatting with a World War I vet. But that was, I mean, there's none of those guys left unless they're 120 years old.
Copy for a last name in progress.
Hey, last responder, welcome. I'm loving your shorts, man. Keep them coming until that motherfucker cracks. What happened to the video explaining everything that he posted on his community post? I thought he was supposed to release a video.
Central 5860, copy for an alarm. Respond to 772 East Sweetbriar Lane. 772 East Sweetbriar Lane. ADP is texted in stating there's a garage entry exit alarm.
ADP texted? They text the police department? I guess that's how a lot of the SWATs are happening now.
For a larceny not in progress.
Instead to help hide themselves when they're swatting, they're texting the police departments. That's what they keep, when they were doing it to the quartering, that's what they were doing. I think that's what they were doing to Tim Pool as well. Texting the police department. Of course, with a dead number. All right. We here. All right. I'm going to try and get it up as soon as possible, the desktop stream. All right. So this was only my first notification. I still got at least one. I don't have any premieres today or anything, so we should be able to use ours up. Peace, everybody. We'll see you in a bit. Thanks for riding with me.